We are proud to have with us tonight the Aledo Citizens Party for the mayoral and alderman races on April 5th. I'd like to introduce each one of them, and if they will come up and give a few brief remarks, we appreciate it. The mayoral candidate is Breeden.
I would like to thank the committee for inviting the candidates here this evening. I'd like to thank all of you for coming this evening. As he said, my name is Breeden. I'm running for mayor. You see the four gentlemen over here in the Citizens Party. I have talked to them, and they're good men. They want to get some work done in the city government. And what we'd like to do for this election is to set a record in voter turnout. And that's your job, and that's our job. As we go around talking to people, we're certainly drumming up interest. It is time for us to take charge and get some work done. I decided to run for mayor for two reasons. One, for 35 years I told students at school that one of the things that you should do is, if you don't agree with something, don't complain. Don't be a complainer, be a doer. And as I thought about running, I thought, well, I can't be a hypocrite. And that was a big part of me making the decision into running for mayor. The second reason I ran is just simply, we are supposed to be servants. We're supposed to serve. And as I thought about that, I became more convinced that I could do something. I could do some good, and I could offer hard work and some leadership. The mayor does not have a lot of responsibilities. If you look at the covenants, you will see that the power of city government is standing right over there. It's in the council, it's not the mayor's office. Those are the gentlemen who are going to get the work done. The mayor has 5 responsibilities, primarily. He can appoint a few people upon election, facilitates the meetings, votes in case of the tie. And then number 4, in our situation, is the most important. The mayor has to be a diplomat. And those of you familiar with Aledo politics, I've got a big job ahead of me. Because it's going to be my job to make sure that the aldermen get along, and we can get some work done. For example, you take somebody that's on the gas committee. Let's say that the gas committee person says, well, Bill, we talked over in the gas committee and we've made a decision that we're going to need a gas pumping station on the east side of Aledo in the next 5 years. Somebody that's on the finance committee, me, I can't tell him, well, I don't believe you, that's not right, we're going to check into that, and we're going to do more research. And not only that, but I think you're wrong. No. There has to be trust. There has to be mutual cooperation. I trust them, he trusts me, we can get some work done. They make that recommendation. Me being on the finance committee, it'd be my job then to see how we can do that within the budget. And then when I come back with an idea, and I say that gas committee person, I say, here's how we're going to do this financially. And when I get finished explaining that, that person respects my opinion, respects the work we've done, the information we've given him, and we can cooperate when we get that done. That's the job of the mayor. Oh, by the way, the last thing is be the unofficial cheerleader. Those of you that know me, I will do that job well. You look at these 4 men over here, and like I said, we've talked about issues, we've talked about campaigning, we've talked about running. You see the signs, and you see the canvassing that's been done. And as I talk to people around the city, the people within our city are ready. And they are ready to see Aledo move on. I will guarantee you after the election, one of the things that I'm going to do, I will be in Channel 4, 6, and 8's office. I'm going to say, you put us on the news from time to time in a negative vein and a negative tone. I want you to come to our town and see what a great town it is. I want you to follow somebody around the camera all day, and you will find out that this indeed is a great place to live. There were 5 or 6 times during 5 or 6 times during my teaching career and coaching career that I had opportunities to lead Aledo. Debbie and I would sit down at the table and take a piece of paper, draw a line, and on the left side of the paper there was always just one. On the right side of the paper were all of the good things. The only thing that was on the left side every time was money. And on the right side of the paper were the good things. The people, the town, the friendliness, the cooperation, and a great place to live. I want you folks, when you leave here tonight, beat the bushes. Beat the bushes for the Citizens Party, these candidates, and then it will be my job to lead us and see what we can get accomplished for you folks. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Bill. I'm sure you're going to do a great job. Next is First Ward Alderman Chris Hagloch.
Thank you very much. Actually, when we were standing here a little bit ago, Bill says, I'd really like to be last, and you guys could all be first, and I'll be the anchor of the team. I thought, well, that's wonderful. I can get up here and I can speak, and everybody will forget me anyway, because by the time they hear everyone else, Mr. Schilling, then I'll be long forgotten. So, but since Bill spoke first, that just made me more nervous. So here I am. As Bill spoke earlier, we're here to promote the city. You know, we want to give all the positive things about Aledo. We want to build the town. We want to see it grow and prosper like it has been. And we just want to continue to promote everything that's exciting and wonderful about Aledo. So I thank you very much. Mr. Schilling, quickly, if you haven't already met her, Darlene Johnson is here somewhere this evening. She was serving food earlier. And I was speaking to her, and she says, "Where's Mr. Schilling? Where's Mr. Schilling?" And I finally pointed you out to her, and I said, "Well, you want me to go and introduce you?" And she said, No. Well, if you don't already know, she's the big promoter of the Rhubarb Festival. So you do need to meet her this evening. So, thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Our second ward alderman candidate is Pat Rentfro.
Good evening. My name is Pat Rentfro. I'm running for alderman, 2nd Ward, City of Aledo. I was born and raised in Washington, Illinois, but been here 20 years. My wife Tracy was born and raised here. We've been married 28 years. We've got 2 daughters. Amanda's 25, Jessica's 23. They are on their own, gainfully employed, and that makes us very proud. I have been back and forth for several years about running for office. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, sometimes why would anybody want to do this? And what convicted me is I was sitting in church one day listening to a very wise pastor. And he spoke to the fact that, unfortunately, as Christians sometimes we get complacent. And we sit back and we talk about, man, I wish things were better, and I don't know why things are like this, and there's nothing I can do about it. And in reality, we are commanded to get involved, to stand up for what is right, and do it to glorify God. And that is home. That is why I threw my hat in the ring and said, yes, I'll step up to this responsibility. What I bring to the table, I will tell you right now that I certainly do not have all the answers, and many times I think I don't even know what the question is. But I can guarantee you that I will be prepared. I will listen. I will find the facts. I will discuss respectfully. And at the end, make the decision that I feel is best for the city and not any personal or hidden agendas. A town of this size deserves that. We don't need politics. We need to do what's best for us here in this town. And that's what I hope to bring. I appreciate the opportunity to speak tonight. We look for your support on April 5th. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Our third ward alderman candidate is Mike Chausse.
Good evening. First of all, I was Jason Soseman's ag teacher. And as an ag teacher and an FFA advisor, one thing that I can bring to the table is know how meetings are run through parliamentary procedure. If you've ever been to a city council meeting, you will realize that that's not how it's being done now. So hopefully that's one thing that I can bring. As the other candidates have said, I am willing to listen. willing to learn. As a teacher, that's valuable. And I try to give my students that same philosophy when I'm in the classroom with them. I do apologize for not being here earlier tonight for the meet and greet. I did a roundabout to Springfield and back this afternoon for a funeral, so that's why I wasn't here. But I do appreciate giving the opportunity to say hello, and I'll stick around if anyone wants to come and ask what I think of the city government and things like that. I'll be more than happy to tell you. But please, give these men an opportunity, especially Mr. Breeden. I wanted to address the rest of the thing, but I don't think I fit in one, Mr. Breeden, after you spoke there. So, but Bill does a good job of pumping people up, and that is very important for this town instead of tearing it down like we see currently. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. And our fourth ward alderman candidate is Jay Doherty.
Thanks. Good evening. Like I said, my name is Jay Doherty, and one of the reasons I'm running for alderman is that I used to sit in his classroom and he thought I was sleeping. Another reason, even though I've never ran before, I've had a lot of exposure to city politics over the years. My father was a long-time alderman and former mayor of the city. And one thing that was always one of his favorite lines is that when you were faced with a city decision, you need to put all your personal feelings aside and just concentrate on what's right for the city. And I can't tell you how many times I heard that over the years. And with that in mind, that's why I'm running. That's what I think we need, and I hope I get your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. That's a fine group of men standing over there that have stepped up and are willing to take on the challenges of city government.